Hello my celestial friends, I'm Echo the Saving Sorceress, and today I'm going to be doing a witchy decor thrift haul. So I've actually been thrifting witchy items for my magical library for years, probably most of my life. I feel like every item has a story behind it and a history, and I've fallen in love with these pieces that feel inherently magical and really speak to me on a deep and beautiful level. Some of them I found at thrift stores and others at garage sales, and some of them I actually ended up getting for free. So, you know, that's always nice. They just add a touch of enchantment to my life, and I can't wait to show them to you, so let's get started. Let's start with one that you've seen before. This hefty little cauldron. So I actually thrifted this one at a very small place kind of out in the middle of nowhere called Junk in the Trunk. And they have a bunch of little booths set up there where people sell their old wares that they're not using anymore. And I saw this thing and I was like, I need it. I need this in my house. I don't think you understand. I have a magical library that I'm building right now. I need this in my house. I was just in love immediately. I mean, it's got a sort of hammered look to it, and I think it's been used. I think it has a history to it, which I love. And I'm quite sure it would stand up to some, you know, pretty good fires and putting candles in there and everything. But since I'm one of those odd witches who doesn't really enjoy fire, I prefer to use it for more water-related things, as well as to, you know, fill me with the right spirit, put me in the right mood. I just love this little thing. It is the most beautiful cauldron I've ever seen. I feel like this is what made the room scream magical library. It's just perfect. Okay, the next one's a big one. I might have to sit on the floor for this one. So I found this amazing picnic basket, brand new with tags, for free. It was actually by the side of the road because my neighbors were moving and they just had a whole pile of things that they were like, yeah, just take whatever you want. And this thing is just, it's pristine, it's perfect. Let me open it up and show you. Okay. Yes. So it has a full set of knives and forks and spoons and even like a bottle opener. And there's a little cooler inside here and some nice little glasses here. Let me check. Oh yeah, the plates are in here. So they usually, I think, would be held over there, but, you know, I think they were put in there for protection. But I'm not even sure this was ever used, since it still has the tag on it. And also, my mom, she got me these beautiful flowery sort of plates, secondhand as well, and she felt that they would be the perfect addition to my picnic basket to add a sort of, you know, magical green witch enchanting little touch, and I agree. I think they're amazing. And I love this whole thing. I cannot wait till it gets really nice outside, at least, you know, more consistently. And then I can use it. Lay out a picnic for myself and maybe invite a few friends over and just have a good time. I can't think of any better way to really enjoy nature and the world around me than to have something like this alongside so that I can make an event of it. I've always dreamed of having something like this, and it's just amazing that it fell into my lap. I still can't believe it. So I like to think of this tapestry here as the quintessential witchy tapestry. Just watched a few witchy videos on YouTube and pretty much everybody has this. It's sort of standard issue, but I think it's a gorgeous one, and I got this one secondhand as well. I actually got it really, really inexpensively because it's so small, and I was really excited about that because I didn't need a huge one. I already have some pretty big tapestries around my house anyway. but I wanted something that just really felt appropriately witchy and celebrated the moon and plants and nature, all of my favorite things. And this really fit the bill. And I think it's so cute. I know that it might be a little bit basic witch, but I'm here for it. I mean, there's a reason it's so popular. It's because it's gorgeous. I mean, who doesn't want this hanging in their house, right? It makes me feel good when I look at it. That's what's important. I just like to have magical touches like this all over my house. It fills me with so much joy and makes me feel like this place is really solidly mine. A depiction of who I am inside. And that's exactly what I want. Now this is my most recent find. It's a beautiful little lantern, and it's actually going to be for a second room that I'm working on. It's going to be a sort of magic take on a guest room / office, but I'm really excited to show you what it looks like when I get it all together. It's not quite there yet, but I think it's going to be pretty amazing and enchanting. When I finish with it, it's going to have a little bit of a fairy touch, and I feel like the lantern really lends itself to that. I found it at Goodwill, and it was with a whole bunch of similar lanterns, so I think it was something used in someone's wedding, perhaps? Maybe carried in front of the bridesmaids, or as a table centerpiece, who really knows? I've always loved lanterns like these, and I'm thinking of getting maybe a couple more and using them all together as decor, maybe in different colors or different styles, so I can add a few more and make it a gorgeous, beautiful, mysterious set of things that someone might come across in, I don't know, an enchanted cave or something. I can't wait to show you what I'm actually doing in there. It might be a while because I want to get it more together than it is now, but it's going to be good. And this is going to be the perfect little addition. So this one you've seen before as well in my Magical Library room tour. It is one of the most gorgeous pieces I feel like I could have ever found. A picture of the world, a world map that supposedly was originally drafted in 1605. I don't know how trustworthy that is, but that sounds pretty cool and impressive, and if true, amazing. I was dreaming of a piece like this for a long time. My mom actually has a tiny one that I was so jealous of. I was like, can I have that? But it also kind of felt bad because it was really fitting in with her decor, and you know, you gotta let other people have their magical touches too. So I was hoping to find one for myself, and I was looking through different listings for yard sales a few years ago when I saw a picture of this beautiful piece in a yard sale that I was like, okay, maybe we won't be too late for. It was already happening, and I was like, oh my gosh, someone's probably already bought it. There's no way I'm gonna get it. It's too beautiful. Turned out, because it was near the end of the yard sale, they were just trying to get rid of stuff, so I got it for $10. This huge piece for $10. I am head over heels in love with it. It's got gold accents and a beautiful gold frame, and I feel like it was absolutely made for this room. It makes the room feel like it has a bit of history of its own. And there's just something really special about globes and maps and things like that. I'm just in love with every ocean and every shore, every mountain and every island. There's just something special about seeing it all right in front of your eyes and remembering that we're all here. Just on this one space, we're all here. It's just wild to me, honestly. Now this is part of a super secret room that I'm working on. I had to show you this tapestry. I mean, look at it. Can you imagine something more amazing for someone who loves nature and who is a green witch? I mean, come on, it's so beautiful with waterfalls and a lake and greenery and a cave. I am head over heels for this. I got it for really, really cheap compared to its size because it's like taking up most of a whole wall here. But I was able to get it from somebody who didn't want it anymore on Depop. And I just couldn't believe how lucky I was to find something like this. I was searching high and low, and there are a whole bunch of tapestries, but they're actually really pretty expensive secondhand sometimes. So I'm just really pleased that I found this one, and that really fits with what I want from this room, which you'll find out later. It speaks to my inner self, and I used to write stories when I was a kid, and one of them was about a magical cave that had a waterfall flowing right outside of it. It's just incredible to me that I was able to find something that reminds me of my childhood, reminds me of nature, and just fills me with joy. These sun and moon mirrors are some of my favorite pieces in this room. I actually found them, I believe, shortly after I moved in here and shortly after I started creating the magical library, and I was like, these need to be in my room. Obviously, there's no other choice. I found them in a charity shop, and I was really excited. I first found the sun one, and I was like, I really like the style of this, and I really like the design, but I'm sort of more of a moon girl. So I was like, maybe there's a moon too. If I can get a sun and a moon, it will be the perfect touch for this room. And sure enough, then I found the moon one. And I had to go through a few other picture frames because they weren't all together. Maybe someone was hiding them because they also wanted them. I knew they were going to be the exact right things for my magical library. I love having them here. I think they add a bit of light and a bit of color and a bit of atmosphere to the room, and they match my sky ceiling perfectly. And if you haven't seen the sky ceiling, go check out my last magical library update. It's one of my favorite parts of this room too. But anyway, I'm just in love with these mirrors. They paired really well with the mirror I already had up there. And I just think they really make the room, you know? So which piece was your favorite? Let me know down in the comments. And also, if you've thrifted or found anything that's really witchy or magical that you wanted to add to your house recently, let me know about that too. I would love to hear about all of your finds and treasures. I just get so excited about these things. They really, you know, they bring a vibe, and I am all about that. Also, if you enjoyed this video, I would really love it if you got a like and subscribe and stick around for more videos like this about thrifting and crafting and sewing and fashion, all with a witchy spin. I will be back soon, so stay tuned, and remember, my celestial friends, save whatever wonderful and beautiful treasures you can find, be kind to yourself and to the universe, and try to add a little bit of magic wherever possible to your corner of the world. Bye. Malfunction. Hello, my celestial... The history. No.